Hey, have you ever trusted someone blindly but they hurt you? Did your close one break your trust? Has your close one exposed or leaked your secret with others? Betrayal trauma occurs when your close one, your intimate partner, or a person on which you depend causes threats to you. It's when your well-being is disturbed by your loved ones badly. When someone betrays you, it causes trauma and you feel as if you're losing your mind. It leads you to emotional distress. When you trust someone in your life and they violate your well-being, break your trust, and cause mental and emotional disturbance in you is betrayal trauma. It is when you're terrified for your physical safety. The theory of betrayal trauma was proposed by Jennifer Fried in 1991. Signs of betrayal trauma are the following. Number 1. Social isolation. When you stop going to social gatherings or have a lack of social contacts, you want to live alone and feel comfortable being lonely. You even feel alone when other people are around you. Social isolation is when you lack the contact almost completely between you and society. It is also known as social withdrawal. It means that you're isolating yourself. You start pulling yourself away from social interaction. When someone breaks your trust badly, you want to be separate from them and others. Do you know how harmful social isolation is to you? Social isolation and loneliness causes heart disease and stroke. It may also lead you to type 2 diabetes, depression, addiction to harmful substances, suicidal thoughts, and self-harm. At last, it also leads to early death. Number 2. Shame. Shame is associated with negative self-evaluation. It is one of the self-conscious emotions. When someone betrays you, it will lead you to stress, shame, and embarrassment, and you don't want any support from your family and partner. You become a self-blamer and feel intense guilt because you think that your close one betrayed you because you blindly trust them and you share your life with them. When you experience shame, you may usually try to hide the things you feel ashamed of. When shame is chronic, it involves the feeling that you're fundamentally flawed. You're expressing your regret about it and indicating that you wish it had happened differently, or alas, it didn't happen to you. Number 3. Emotional dysregulation. When you get to know that someone betrayed you, you have felt a lot of emotional dysregulation symptoms in you. Your body temperature increases, your hands shake or numb, your heart beats fast, and you get a rush of a lot of thoughts coming into your mind at the same time. Your surroundings may become blank for some time. You feel a disturbance in your stomach and heartburn. Your eyes may suddenly fill with tears, and when you experience betrayal trauma, your body's autonomic nervous system activates. The body registers danger and sends the signals throughout. It also activates the stress hormone. Number 4. Negative thoughts. When you experience trauma and you don't find any way to escape from this, you continuously remember the traumatic event in your mind that leads you to develop negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are mainly due to fear of this happening again. When you generate negative thoughts in your mind, you create your reality, which helps you not to think about your fear. Everyone experiences a time when things are not in control. These negative thoughts prevent you from becoming reckless. It is very difficult to get rid of these negative thoughts. Frequent negative thoughts create neural pathways in the brain that encourage sadness. Negative thinking leads you to depression, and it also increases the risk of dementia. Number 5. Avoidance. When you want to avoid the betrayal experience that happened to you by trusting your loved ones, you develop emotional avoidance. For example, if you love someone very deeply by heart and are sincere with that person and he or she cheated on you and betrayed you, you may try to create distance from that person physically or emotionally, and you may start drinking alcohol. You avoid the reminders that lead you to remember the person, like places, things, sounds that person liked and used to go to. When you avoid the thoughts, feelings, and reminders related to trauma actually make your symptoms worse. Distraction is considered to be a subtle form of avoidance behavior. Avoidance is a natural mechanism for coping with many kinds of pain and trauma. Number 6. Hyperarousal. When you experience trauma, you may realize you're always on high alert. You may continuously watch your shoulders and want yourself to be far away from others. You don't allow anyone to touch you or not even be around you. You may go through to always ensure your safety from others. You're always even alert while sleeping. Due to hyperarousal, you experience difficulty sleeping because you try to protect yourself while sleeping. Hyperarousal is also known as fight or flight response. It's when your nervous system suddenly kicks into high alert, even when danger might not be present. You may experience angry outbursts, fear, tight muscles, panic, and hypervigilance. Number 7. Depression. Trauma leads you toward depression. You may continuously experience an irritable mood almost daily. You have a lack of positive feelings and emotions. There's a notable change in your daily meal and appetite. You notice a disturbance in sleeping and low energy in yourself. You have difficulty concentrating. You have a lot of suicidal thoughts. Depression is highly related to the trauma of when you get hurt by that person whom you trust blindly and they suddenly leave you by breaking your trust. You know, depression causes chemical problems in your brain. Depression is related to the cell growth and connections of the brain. When you experience depression, the portion of your brain hippocampus that controls your memory and emotions shrinks. Number 8. Substance use/abuse. One of the prominent and highlighted symptoms after betrayal trauma is that you may start to or become addicted to substances like alcohol, drugs, sleeping pills, smoking cigars, and many other kinds of this type. When you experience trauma, there are many more chances that you may develop a substance use disorder. Substance use disorder, SUD, is developing when you continuously use substances at an extreme level. You try to control your traumatic memory by using substances, but it makes the trauma worse. It is a vicious cycle which shows that use of harmful substances helps you to control the traumatic memory, but you must keep in mind that use of these drugs causes more traumatic memories to occur to you. When you trust someone and they break your trust and cheat on you by sharing your secrets with another person, it leads you to betrayal trauma. That's why you may develop many signs which I explained to you in this video. You must try to control yourself, but if you see it to be impossible, then you must seek professional help. Psychologists and counselors help you to overcome your symptoms. Leave a comment of how you feel. If this video is helpful, consider to subscribe and press that like button so more people can find it, and you may want to check out this video showing up on the screen. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.